And then the rest of the game was really easy, and I made rapid progress and was never embarrassing ever. I'm not looking at that right now. What do you want from me? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is a 4x4. So this is a 16 minus 2 because those are blacked out. So it's 14. So I just need to remove one square from this loser. This gargantuan loser. Guess I should start there because those are all bunched up in a corner that makes them hard to do anything with. Okay, bye. You did not. What the fuck? These are preemptively filled in. Okay, so I guess they have to all be negative space. There it is. Because we're used to coloring in the dots, but the negative space still works. That means with this one, I could have just been like... There, it's solved. All I had to do is remove one square. Wow, look at me go, guys. I solved the puzzle. You don't have to completely fill the entire board, you just have to surround every piece. Not that it mattered there. Okay, there's a little gap in the middle that I can't take care of, so the dots must be positive space this time. Oh, you do have to start there. Rude. Ta-da! Okay. Okay, no, that's less... This one seems less intense than the other nightmare. Can't wait to be extremely wrong. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, and that has to be 6, so not doing amazingly. Yeah, that's the clean solution, is to try to carve it into 5 and these 2s. But that quickly becomes problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So fill these 2 in. There we go. This black is its own 3. And we kind of have like ongoing like stripes. That has to be what that 2 is. There's nowhere else for it to go. This has more variability where it could point. Could attached over there, could not. These blues have to be negative space. Because this has to be positive space, but it has a few options where it can go. Mainly down here, which might be ideal. So this two, and that one can't reach each other. Ah. This is positive space and that's negative space. I need to be able to encase it. This worked out great. This 3, that 2, they're all happy. This is gonna be harder. I guess since this one has to stick out like this, this one also has to stick out like that, because it's the only way to try to encase that side. But now I need to be able to put a block there. And that creates some problems for me. Number of problems. Because this has to be surrounded by these, because these can't reach it to combine with it. That creates a real mess of how much like grid we're working with. Now everything's happy except for that one symbol, which is extremely unhappy because it's now a 1. And it needs to be a 3. Things were working so nicely a moment ago. Where did we go wrong in this mess? I'm just staring at this thing thinking like, how do I use checkerboard corners to solve my problems? And I'm not sure how. All I know is that all these components can't quite fit together. I could try making these the same color because they can connect, but then this one is a mess. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep. That's only a 2, right? Because that has to be the endpoint of that one. We kind of need this corner. Getting closer. But if I do this, they all combine together. Now that one's mad. I'm trying to like register whether or not one of the colors needs to flip. Like we know these are this order because this one's forced and then these are alternating. So these four symbols have to be those states, positive or negative. Oh. That's where I was. I just had to combine it with the wall. It's hard to think of the shapes in that way sometimes, because you're thinking of like boundaries between them and stuff can be right in front of you. Okay. I just realized it was 6. Oh, it's 6 tall. Oh, 6 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I didn't even check to see the blues. I just kind of had the feeling like, is that really going to be what this is? And it was. It's being wacky now. I feel like some of these are almost thrown in as like a joke. 7, 7, 6, 5. You definitely don't combine them. Yep, these are both positive and those are both negative, and they're 4 separate colors. There are 2 separate colors alternating, so yeah, none of these corners combine with each other. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the only way you could possibly fill this one in. Because these are different colors, and that's the only exit. So this fills up, then there's one more. I guess you could technically go further out in this direction and leave empty space in here. I guess that's what you could have done. But will I need to? Also, it probably needs to be negative space because this up here is positive. Six, 4, 5. This bottom left one's unhappy again, though. Okay, now this will have to be positive, which is helpful for this purpose. Because these have to be negative. Ah. And I guess they have to point downward, because they can't go here, because then they'll connect with these forced negative black dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So get rid of that. Those things are relatively happy now. Let's see. So this is going to connect to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty much going to be guaranteed to look like that. Now this is a 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I beat it? Yeah. I did the thing. Every time you tell me to stop saying that, it gets more powerful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has to be 8. 4, 5, 6. This is a 7, but I have 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably not what they want from me, but I'm clicking. I'm clicking and they can't stop me. So these have to be... Those have to be negative space purples because they're next to those positive forced space whites. This has to be a positive space teal then. Which creates some problems for me, as you might imagine. I'm none too pleased with this development. This has to be a 4. We need to encase this, so it has to reach over to here. I think, because I can't go down here because it'll attach to the teal. So this is removable, I guess, but this has to be a 4 because it has to reach to here to cap that off. This one can't reach there with its 4. Ah. There we go. Remove that to make that one happy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. That did solve it. I thought I still had to resolve this 3 here. I was just kind of tapping to make sure the symbols were where I thought they were, but I guess I had already solved that one too. It was one of the notes I was juggling in the back of my mind. And that juggle was wasted! Given these alternating colors, this is probably forced to be positive. The two 2s. This is the most likely shape they would take, but who knows? There's like slight variability allowed, and that's about it. So this is forced to be a positive, but it can't go there or there because it would connect to this, so it has to go there. That's solved. This is a 3, so it's there. That's solved. So this whole part of the board definitely looks like that because... No, it doesn't. Nope. There we go. These can't go down here because they'll connect to that one, but they can go up here to make the 4. And given what I just said about the 3, this had to have this boundary, so that has to go there. There's no other direction to expand because of all these colors. This is a 5, but it's in a 6, so just take one out without adding to the other walls. And that one looks done. Nope. That's a 7. Okay, so do this thing I suggested a minute ago. Well, these difficulties are all over the place. Can't trust anyone. You ever see a puzzle that activates your fight or flight? Alright. Fucking... Okay. One piece at a time. So that... There, that's a 6. Let's just assume. So this has to be a negative space 6. Because it's right next to this positive space white. But... how? See the problem? The moment I put the square down, white and black combine and we lose. I guess that means I also can't go here. I guess we're going here. Which means white doth not go that way. So we have to look at where the white can go. So white can't go here or here or here. So white has to go here next. Then it can sort of lean back out. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I guess. This is nebulous a bit. But a white shape can share a border with a white shape. That doesn't matter. They're still split into being separate shapes because that one's force negative, that one's force positive, so their color essentially doesn't matter at all. This is force negative. That's force positive. Okay, let's see where this can even go. It can't share a neighbor with any of these black dots, and it has to reach 9 spaces. So it can't go here, or here, or here. Just do. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's happy. So this is solved, and it seems like it has to be exactly those spaces going by how the local boundaries work. So then there won't be a line here because that would break this and this, so that means that this has to go like this. But the next part of its shape could go either way. No, it has to go here. It has to go there because this has to be negative space. So that one's already solved. So despite the giant mess, most of what I've looked at so far has to be pretty much exactly how it has been so far. This is like the only wobbly space at the moment. It could go like slightly differently. No, it can't. This is a single point negative. It has to be surrounded by positives. So this is almost, yeah, and this could be removed to go somewhere else, I think, slightly, but it's pretty set in stone. This has to be surrounded by negatives. But these are negatives, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, click, click, click. It seems like it'd make these 2 3s that are the same color happy by combining. Seems like a good plan. Can make this a R4. Maybe not. These need to be separated from each other because they're neighbors, but and they have to be the same type, but they can't combine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I cannot draw a boundary there. No siree, I cannot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because I can draw a boundary there to expand this a bit. Checkerboard is how you end a shape without continuing the line. There's that 3. A lot of happy shapes. Wait, oh, it's a 2. Ruh-roh. It can't go left because they would connect. It can't go down because that would make this. This would have to be the boundary down here. And that doesn't work at all. If it goes right, then this gets filled in. Which makes it very hard to make this a 4. I'd have to remove like this and this. Now that's a 4, but now this can't end because this part's open. So up's probably the correct direction. Well, that doesn't work. This is a 6 right now. Yeah, this has to become a 4 by getting cut off here. There's nowhere else to add a dot to make this have an air bubble to make it fit. This probably has to be negative space because it's by this one. Oh, that one's still not happy. This has to be separated from this if they're both negative. Which creates some challenges. Don't it? I'm trying to... We need to create a bottom boundary for this one with this. Can't use that spot. Can't move these. Just as a reminder of which local things can't move. Because this has to become a 5. And I can't use this space because if I tried to use this space, I'd have to take it away from somewhere else. And I can't really use it from this top spot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. But the act of adding this bottom one attaches to this, and I need to remove. So adding 1 square means I have to remove 2. But the only mobile one is this one right now. And this one? No, because this one connects these two that have to exist. I guess technically this piece doesn't have to be part of this shape, but it'd be... I don't think I can reach 9 in this area without touching it. So things are getting very difficult to move around here. Because technically this 4 up here could connect to here. But then, yeah, this could be a 4 here, but then this has to be filled in and it's already touching here. So no, this is pretty set in stone about how it works. This top corner got so messy. I think I want to wipe everything out and try again from a different direction and see if I can make sense of it that way. Everything down here is happy right now, right? Yep. Let's highlight what is essentially like the boundary where nothing can change past that point. Because these are the boundaries of that. These hold this in place. This is where the shape extends to. And now I need to figure out how to make these shapes work. What I'm struggling immediately with here on the right, because I kind of want to start on the right instead of the left and see if I solve it differently, is how do I... maybe I can make this a positive space 1. Seems kind of unlikely. Because how am I going to make 4 come out of here? Does this loop around to here? Make this spot happy? can't touch this one because that's what the 4 definitely is. Then we have to disconnect this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to add 2 more somehow, but I can't go here, 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 or here, or here, because this is squish it in there. Yeah, this just doesn't seem possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Blah, 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 blah. My issue is that this probably, like, I can't make it look like this, because creating boundaries here connects to the 4. So then I'm looking at, like, how to make this happen. That means it has to be shaped like this. And this has to be going out like this. Because this has to become a 4. And this 3... If this has to go out like this, and this has to go out like this in order to go anywhere, that means this 3 has to look like this. Because that's the only place the third piece can go. And if this has to go out like this, that means that this 4 has to go out all the way to here. So this is definitely a negative space 5 then. But is it? Is it definitely a negative space 5? Because it can't be adjacent to that either. Does my logic check out there? So, these have to be contiguous, so that has to stick out to here. Which means this has to stick out to here. And there's only one space left for this thing, so the 3 has to be like that. And since this is jammed in here, this has to go all the way out, then past the 3. Because it can't go into that shape or that way. It could technically go that way. Only creating new problems. Okay, no, that's good. Kind of, maybe. That is a continuous shape of 4. No, because this is a 3, and I can't make that corner make sense. But also, these shapes can't combine. Oof. I think I need a break from this one. I'm not resolving these contradictions at all. Man.